Welcome back, I'm Mike, this is Skinnywood Barbecue, and today we're cooking on the PK360 with a beautiful rack of ribs. So today we've got a couple of things going on, but what I wanted to do is kind of take a minute to talk about the PK360 and just how happy I am that I purchased this. Got this from Oliver over at Pro Smoke Barbecue in Banbury. Go check these guys out, they're amazing. PK360, if you don't know, it is just a tank that you can cook on. Long story short, I've had a couple of people ask me a couple of things like they're great for grilling, it looks like, because I've done some burgers, I've done some other things, but what are they for like a real low and slow cook? So today we're going to be trying this out with some beef ribs, so let me show you how we're starting this up. One of the things that impresses me of the PK is just how quickly this thing comes up to temperature. So we're going to be cooking on this today at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. What we're going to do is, you've got 4 vents on your PK360. So we're going to open this one up all the way. Did a bit of a clean this morning. We're going to close this one down, but open it halfway just to get the fire started. That's going to be fully open. Established PK 1952, and then we're going to keep this one closed, okay? Because what we want to have happen is when the fire starts, great, we'll then close this one down, but we want to leave that one open. We want the airflow to come up, come over, and come out the other end. Now what we've got is we've got my drip tray at the bottom here, and then I've actually put in here some Kamado Joe big block charcoal. It is my favourite charcoal to use. During last year's lockdown, there's a massive shortage, so we did try others, but this is kind of my go-to. As you can see, I've put a nice big piece along the width of the depth of the PK here, and then we've got some other pieces behind it. So we just want to get this up. Now, what I do like about the PK360 is this little flap, because if I need to put some more fuel in that later on, unlike a normal charcoal grill, like a Kamado or anything else, I've got to take the lid off, take the meat out and everything else, and it disrupts. So we're going to leave this set up. We're going to go to start these beef ribs. So just want to say a quick thank you to all the YouTube and Instagram support that I get. You know, I really do appreciate it all. And I had a comment on the last beef ribs I did from Matt and Archie Roast. Why don't I take the membrane off the back of the, it's got charcoal all over my face. Why don't I take the membrane off the back of the beef ribs? I've never done it. I've only ever done it on pork. So do you know what? I'm going to try it today. So thank you for you guys for watching and leaving that comment. So this one is kind of for you guys. So we just do a little, oh, these are looking great. These are probing like beautifully already. These might be done. Didn't want to wrap these either. These are really done. These have actually come off. These are probing so tender. I didn't even wrap. Hey, there's lunchtime sorted. So these have come off like super quick. And I mean really quick. I haven't even wrapped it. It is 2:30, so they've been on since 10 o'clock. But I'm going to go and just try and open one of these up. So the beef ribs are done. But I am not one to waste a bit of heat, so let's see what this PK360 is like when it comes to baking some brownies. Okay, so this is really interesting because, I mean, this just goes to show you cannot do a cook based on time. It's definitely about temperature. I don't know if it's because it's a slightly different rib. It's gorgeous ribs. So thanks again, Mark, Bob Home Butchers. But when I went out to check the temperature to just like, let's get ready to wrap, it was already done. Like, it was probing so tender. Yeah, it was done. Now, don't get me wrong. This is more on the drier side than what it normally would be. But it is still, I'd do it again. I would do it again. Difference between having the membrane on, membrane off, by the way. I don't really think there is much of a difference. There's no meat underneath it. You ain't going to eat it. It stayed on the bone well. The bones, sorry, the rack stayed together. So that's probably why I kept them on a lot. I suppose on ribs, it's a bit more, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just really surprised that these ribs are a little bit dry on the top. The crust is a little bit dry, you know, hands up. But I would do it again because it's really nice. Hang on. Sorry, I had another bit. I don't know if you can see that or not. So it is a drier rib, but it just works. It's drier, but it's not dry because of the fat content inside it. Still provides loads of juice. I would. I'd do it again. It's so tasty. But I can't believe it. Sorry. Right. I'm going to crack on and go and finish my rib. Thank you very much.